This video is going to help you with the body of your paragraphs in your expository essays, and also how you manipulate your sentences and your language to create a better paper. Okay, precise and mature language. We're going to kind of break that down. You want to make sure that you're always very clear in what you're trying to describe. You're using concrete nouns, very precise adjectives, and strong verbs. You don't want to just say, well, the idea is, without telling us what the idea is, or the thing without telling us what the thing is. You always want to describe what the idea is within your paper. Using mature language involves using words that the writer would probably not use in day-to-day conversations, because those words are not always appropriate or effective in writing. Could be because you are the expert. So what is clear and precise language? Let's break this down. Using concrete nouns, yo-yo versus a toy, Honda Civic versus a car, Back to Nature versus a TV program. So we want to make sure that we're very precise in that and very clear. If you're using precise adjectives, you have dirty snow or white snow versus just white, glittering versus bright, leathery looking skin rather than old skin. So it's that descriptive part of it. Strong verbs. So when you're looking at it, I would use a thesaurus. Slumped is going to give you a verbal, a picture essentially, versus sat, swaggered versus walked, bolted versus ran. All of these words have a connotation to them. So depending how you're wanting to describe that moment or how you're using that evidence, you want to make sure you're being strong. So what is mature language? We have two sentences here. My old grandmother likes to go to see shows when she can. It's not a bad sentence, but if we're wanting to see that mature language, we're wanting you to mature within your writing, this is where you have to be a little bit more descriptive. My elderly grandmother, so here we have elderly, grandmother appreciates the diversion of attending a Broadway play whenever the opportunity arises. It's changing, it's being specific, but it's painting a picture for your reader, and that is what mature language looks like. So this video will also be a PowerPoint so that you can access this. Here are the types of sentence structure that you could have within your paper, and you need to have a variety. I'm not going to go through every single one on here because I am putting it as a PowerPoint too for you to access. And to be able to do the two activities I have for you, you are going to have access to this. So simple sentences, that's what we're going to look at first. It has a verb, it's a complete thought, it's a single independent clause, it's going to stand alone. Verb, subject. Compound sentence, it's made up of two independent clauses. These are both complete thoughts, and they're connected by a coordinating conjunction. So fanboys, if you need to have a little mnemonic there to help you remember for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So Tom waited for the train, but the train was late. Complex sentences, you're going to have an independent clause joined with one or more dependent clause. A dependent clause may have a subject and a verb, but here's the important part, is that it cannot stand alone. So I'm going to let you go ahead and also pull this up as a PowerPoint so that you'll have pretty much these are notes for you when you're analyzing your own sentences that you use within your paper. Last but not least, in the types of sentence structure are complex sentences. That's going to be your independent clause that's joined with one or more dependent clauses. You want to make sure that you know the difference between compound and complex. Complex are really important. Again, I want you to use this as a source when you're doing a type of sentence analysis on your paper. So you have two tasks today to do with your good assignments. Task 1 is the type of sentence analysis, and type 2 is sentence analysis extended. Both of these are on Edmodo as assignments, so you will submit them for both of your essays, and you're doing this. You will need to make your own chart on when you submit it to Edmodo. You can do a chart through Google Docs. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine as long as the information is available, and we're going to look at what I'm wanting you to do. The first is a type of sentence analysis. It's pretty simple. You're going to write that you could do the first 10 sentences. It could be from your body paragraph. It can be from your intro. You can pick and choose 10 sentences from out probably what I would do is either go from your, like, pick a paragraph and then write the 10. If you don't have 10 sentences within that paragraph, then you need to choose another paragraph, like have 2 that you're analyzing. And then tell me, are those sentences simple, compound, or complex? You don't have to do it on a chart that looks like this as long as I have the information. The second chart is a sentence analysis chart. So you are going to, again, choose 10 sentences within it. It can be the same sentences, or you can do 10 more. You're going to tell me how many simple sentences, compound sentences, or complex or compound complex sentences you have. You're putting the sentence beginnings. You're putting the words per sentence. You are telling me, did you use any transitions? Did you use any precise and mature language? And if you need to refer back, then you most definitely can. Then you're going to do a summary of what you saw. Did you have a variety of sentence types? Did you have a variety of sentence lengths? What about a variety of sentence beginnings? If you are starting all your sentences with the or a proper noun, then you probably need to go back and mix it up. There's all kinds of parts of speech that you can start it with. Variety of transitions. So I know in the sequential I didn't want to see first, second, third, fourth, fifth, but there are other transitions that you can use. So I want to make sure that you're using a variety of, like, even transitional phrases. And then, did you have numerous examples, or did you need improvement in these? So I'm wanting you to look at even that precise, mature language. What are the things that you need to work on? So you're using this as a diagnostic tool as well.